This week, I had Doug Brackman again on the podcast to discuss his analogy about bandwidth and elephants and monkeys. Doug is the author of Driven, Understanding and Harnessing Your Genetic Gifts. I don't have the book with me, so sorry. Watch the interview episode and I'll show it to you there for those who are watching this on YouTube. It was a mind-blowing conversation. It was around self-sabotage, which is it's a subconscious thing. It's the way your body and your brain is wired to do this. And it's not a moral failure that you keep self-sabotaging. Not understanding what your brain and your body's doing to you creates the self-sabotage. But now that we have this awareness, this was huge for me. Huge for me. So the bandwidth is right in the middle of the bandwidth is familiarity and comfortableness. Okay. And then the edge of the bandwidth is when you grow or push you away from that familiar. So either you set new goals or new changes in life. The top is positive, the bottom is negative experiences or negative influence. Okay. Either way, your brain doesn't know the difference, positive or negative experience. It just knows that it's there to protect you and it helps you survive. That's the only role of the brain, is to help you survive and protect you. So it'll do whatever, talk to you differently to get you back to familiarity, even if that familiarity is a negative impact and you know you shouldn't be there, but you're comfortable and it's familiar. You know how to fight that battle. Okay. Or you're very good, you're very successful, and you lose all your money in your houses, right? And then you want to go back to familiarity. So your brain doesn't know if it's a negative or positive influence. It just wants to get you back to comfort and familiarity. And that's what the elephant is. The elephant is our body, which Doug says it's below the nose. Okay. It's fear-based and it's responsible for reflexive responses before our brain thinks. Hot stove, not going to touch it. Your body actually, his study is saying we actually have reflexes before it hits our brain. The body knows. Okay. That's the elephant. And the elephant is always in control because it's there to protect you and to get back to familiarity and comfort. Okay. The monkey is the rider on the elephant. Okay. Or the thinker, as he called it. And it controls the narrative and the noise. All right. They see unlimited potential and they'll talk to you and raise you, or that's a part I kind of, it's like the angel and the devil on your shoulder. It can be an angel to help you and support you and go, or it could be that devil saying it's not worth it, because the elephant wants to go back to familiarity. So to me, my experience is if I want to do something positive, I'm going to be better. That monkey / brain will say, no, you're not good enough. You suck. You shouldn't start your podcast. No one's going to care. No one's going to listen. And then get back to familiarity, which is no podcast. No sharing stories, because my familiarity is not doing a podcast. And my belief is I don't care. I don't think people are going to care to listen. Now, if you go on the bottom and I just lost a bunch of money, now that monkey's going to say, yeah, you can do, we can get more money, more clients. So just so go to get back to the familiarity we were before. Okay. And the bandwidth is the up and down. Remember, the elephant thrives in the middle, familiar at all times. It always wants to go back. And if you want to push that, start working on the edges of the bandwidth, the elephant's going to fight back. And like Doug says, the elephant's going to win all the time, every time. You can push it away, push the limits, rather than, after a 5-day battle, it's going to win and it's going to really hurt, as Doug explained. And my big question to him was, can the elephant be trained to create a new familiarity? And he said, yes. His answer really surprised me. And he says it's trauma healing. Okay. For a lot of us, it is trauma healing. Where I was at I actually searched my first job. I searched. It's not that I searched. I found a job that had it was a negative environment for me. I had opportunities to grow, but it was still the dynamics of the relationship was still in the negative. But I knew that environment. I knew how to survive in that environment because I did it for 20 years at home. So when I actually decided to start my own company, I fought myself for 5 years to start my own company, but finally something came over and I went and started. But I was comfortable in that environment. After a while, I started building self-confidence and respect for myself that I made the plunge. So yes, I guess in a way that was trauma healing, overcoming my core beliefs and the stories I've been telling myself. Because like he said, that the elephant creates a software, or part of the brain creates a software to let the elephant know how to react reflexively. Yeah, I think that's the word. An automatic reflex. So you have to overcome that programming as well. And that way, with the trauma healing, building self-confidence and self-respect, that elephant can be retrained to a new familiar. But knowing that now and understanding that the self-sabotage is not a you thing. It's not that you suck. It's your brain protecting you. It's not trying to shoot you down. It's just trying to make you survive and protect you with the familiar. So now that you know this, is it the elephant reacting? Is it the monkey talking to you? And the other part, he says, with the driven brain, we have to have that observer observing, because we don't only have one monkey as driven. We have many. The majority of the people only have one. That's awesome. We have many. So the observer has to be outside, looking down and see, is it the monkey? Is it the elephant? And get us back into the present, because right now, the right now is safe. And right now, if all you do is concentrate on the now, you can do what you want to do, because don't bring the future into it. And I really like this concept of the bandwidth. So I would recommend you go to his YouTube channel. He talks more about the bandwidth there, the elephant and the monkeys. And this really changed the way I see things and how I can tackle things. And again, it takes some serious help. Sorry, not serious help. Well, it could be serious help for some of us. I did a year ago, but it takes serious work to understand and deal with that past trauma or the self-respect thing. Okay. We can do this. You can do it. I did it. He did it. Anyone can do it. We just got to tame that elephant, tell those damn monkeys to shut up, be in the present so we can do what we want to do. Thanks again for listening. I ran a bit longer this time, but like I said, this was a great episode. I highly recommend. I'm going to listen to it over and over again. And for you to do the same things, let me know in the comments what you think. Send me an email at André, theimpulsivethinker.com. I want to hear what your thoughts are. Thank you. Talk to you soon.